Rolling.
What up? What
What's
up,
good,
Melanites?
Melanites? It's your boy GT.
I'm Kymmy Cocoa.
And we are your hosts for Innovative Black Stations, Connecting the Dots. Well, basically, we bring everything full circle within our community and on the outside of our community. Few things we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Meek Mill. We're going to talk about the 444 tour. We're going to talk about Chris Brown. And we're going to talk about Creeps. I want to say welcome back to my co-host.
Thank you. I had to go to Houston. I went to a funeral to bury my good friend. Rest in peace, honey. We're going to miss you. She was like everything to me, like a little sister, her energy. So I'm just really going extra hard now at life because people don't get that opportunity. So everybody, I think, every day, go hard because tomorrow's not promised to none of us. So
always. So we're going to start off with Let Me Put You on Game. So Kim, go ahead and take off with Let Me Put You on Game. We're speaking about Meek Mill.
What is going on with Meek Mill? Okay, so now Meek Mill is back in jail for violating his probation.
Right.
And I don't think people take their probation serious. So I went back and I tried to figure out how he got to this point. And there's a lot of people that have come to his defense, and a lot of people are saying, you know, it's not right for him to have been put on probation or to have been violated on his probation. So let's start from the beginning. Now, the time and the situations, it might be a little bit off, but from the beginning, in 2008, when Meek Mill was 18, he got arrested for gun possession. He was at the store with a gun, okay? So he got caught. He got 8 months in prison, 5 years probation, okay? So that was in 2009. 2011, he got signed to Maybach Music. So that's just giving you a timeline as to, you know, how he popped off and how old he was.
I got you.
So he already got signed when he had this stuff going on, all right? 2012, he got pulled over because the cops smelled weed on him. He was driving from Philly to Atlanta, and he got pulled over, caught with weed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now, in 2014, he knew he was on probation, and he couldn't leave the state without letting his probation officer know, but he went and booked shows outside of Philly for his business. Okay.
Right.
That was a violation according to the rules. Okay. Then he got sentenced to 3 to 6 months in jail. And he got released.
But do understand this, Kim.
Wait, let's
10-year probation though.
No,
Kim?
this is not it. It's not it. Okay. I understand what you're saying. That's what everybody's saying. It's a mess. And it's not right. This is what keep going. Okay, so now he got out in 2014 again. Got on parole, and they made him take etiquette classes because he's on Twitter threatening his probation officer and the judge. So they sent him to etiquette classes. Well, he was supposed to go to etiquette classes. Okay. His lawyer said the only reason why they're giving him a hard time is because they all grew up in the same hood, and they protested, and they said he shouldn't have been. They being hard on him because they know him. Okay, right. Then what happened? Okay, he got community service. They told him when the community service came up, he had to do senior citizen help, he had to do veterans help, and he had to do Habitat for Humanity. That's what the judge told him to do. But what did he do? He went to schools and talked to kids. He went to Flint water crisis and raised money for them and all of that. So that's another violation.
But just because you make somebody do those things don't necessarily mean that's going to change their character, change what's going on. But like I was saying, you got somebody on a 10-year probation. And like I was telling Jay Black before you came in, just to kind of personalize the situation a little bit, I found out I might get my son back last night.
Oh, good.
But because his mom violated her probation.
Okay.
But this is why she violated her probation. Probation officer came to the door, knocked on the door.
That's what they do?
Answer.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So
why didn't
the
she
simplest
answer?
thing, she wasn't home.
Was she supposed to be home?
It's not like that. She works 2 jobs. Probation officer didn't call.
But was she supposed to be working?
Her car was there.
But was she supposed to be working?
She doesn't have a timetable on when she's supposed to be working. She worked 2 different jobs, and of course, you know, the jobs that she worked, schedules change. So that's what I'm saying. Like, not to say that Meek Mill did little things, but I'm saying, like, you have to understand how this probation process works.
I completely understand.
To understand why a lot of people feel the way that they feel in regards to that.
When you get put on probation and they tell you what to do, if you don't know, you got to check with them. When you get in the system, you belong to the system. And I don't think people understand that because it's like everybody is looking for an out. Not to say that if you think the probation system itself is fucked up, what does Auntie Kymmy always tell you? Vote. if you think the system is flawed, what does Auntie Kim always tell you? Get involved. So if it's not that, then we got to do what those people say do. When you're on probation, that's just what it is. You have to do what they tell you to do. You can say, okay, it's fucked up because she should have been more sympathetic to him because he went through all this stuff as a kid, blah, blah, blah. But she's also a black judge. You know what I mean? So it's like, is he taking advantage of the fact that, oh, she's a young black woman, so I think she should have more sympathy for me? Or am I taking advantage of that fact because she's a young black woman thinking, oh, she gonna let me keep getting over? This is the same judge from all this time. This dude is not doing what she told him to do. Like, never.
As a person, I don't like him. As an artist, I think he's a good artist. But you got 250,000 people that's inside this petition. I don't think it's just based off.
Okay,
of his
so
music.
the people that are going to sign this petition, they're acting off. A lot of them are acting off pure emotion because I don't even think people understand because they made it seem like this dude just got like back then they gave him 10 years probation and like for 10 years. No, you've been violating consistently for all this time.
If you're a convicted felon. And you're on the 10-year probation.
But he wasn't on 10 years probation. He got 5 years, and he would have been off if he didn't keep. He got extended because he kept messing up.
But even 5.
But that cut time off your sentence.
I understand.
They give you opportunity to say, "I want probation."
The person to not make a mistake.
I don't expect him to do nothing. But if you know you're not,
especially a celebrity at that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. March, she was charged with a misdemeanor for altercation with a St. Louis airport employee.
Right.
Then in August, reckless driving while filming a music video when he was riding on the
and
dirt
those
bike.
aren't even to mention the ones I said. Those are some additional ones that he got. So, okay. When you're on probation, you can't get charged with anything. It's not even I indicted.
That.
Like you cannot be in a situation like that. So the people that are coming to his defense, it's like, it's not that he had 10 years probation initially. They give you time off your sentence when they give you probation. They doing you a favor. Right. So you got to act like, okay, I'm still kind of like in jail, but I'm out, but I can't do like everybody else can do. And you have to discipline yourself. That's what she's trying to make him. She's trying to make him be more disciplined. And that's why she said it like this, because you are in front of all these people and you do have all these kids following you. You know what I mean? And discipline, even though you might have a dope work ethic and you might have dope rhymes, he whatever. But if that might separate you from somebody else. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna make or break a kid.
I got you.
So that's why they wanted.
You say he don't have dope rhymes? You so old. You just like. I need you to the Kool-Aid.
I mean,
of music. That's
I told you I like Shy Glizzy. Okay.
Now all the new artists you like Shy Glizzy.
That's all you gonna get. I like Shy Glizzy. Is he corny? I don't know.
I like some.
He alright to me. I like Shy Glizzy.